Sometimes we just feel overwhelmed. That feeling of everything is too much and I just want to hit the pause button of my life right now and watch myself from the outside of my brain. I think we all know that feeling. If that's how you feel right now, or how you have been feeling quite a lot throughout the last year, then guess what? You're not alone. My name is Nellie. I used to be a full-time traveling digital nomad, and I guess now I'm more a part-time nomad and a full-time digital entrepreneur. And this channel takes you right with me on my journey of self-optimization, my creative path, and my career goals going forward. If you're interested in that, if that sounds good, then definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I just want to stress that if I sometimes sound like I do have it all figured out, I definitely don't. Like in travel, it's not about the destination, it's all about the journey. Back to feeling overwhelmed and what I believe we can do to avoid, or if it's already too late, if we're already in that state of, oh, it's all too much and I just want to run, then what we can do to release some of that stress, some of that pressure. I'm not a psychologist, so I won't be able to tell you exactly what's going on in our brains when we feel overwhelmed, but I can and will share with you my 5 steps or 5 ways to feeling less overwhelmed as they have worked for me. Number 1 is to know what triggers you to feel overwhelmed. For instance, if you tend to get back from work feeling really stressed and overwhelmed, but then as soon as you spend some time with your kids or your partner, you relax a little bit, then you know that the root cause of you feeling overwhelmed is likely somewhere at work. It could be your boss, but it could also be your colleague, your workspace, your workload, and even the journey from and to work. Knowing what triggers you to feel overwhelmed is really important because only that way you can address the problem and prevent it from happening in the future. Once you know exactly what it is that triggers you overwhelmed, try to change it. Now, if other people are involved, that might not be as easy and you won't be able to change their habits, but it could help to talk to them about how you feel. And maybe the solution is as simple as, oh, it bothers you that I walk up to your desk 3 times an hour? I thought you liked the distraction. Well, maybe next time you just walk up to my desk and we can chat whenever you're free. Problem solved. To give you a personal example, I had a client once who would always contact me in the evening because that's what suited him best. For a while I thought nothing about it, but then I soon began to feel anxious about having to check my phone at dinner or even later at night. And I addressed the anxiousness or the feeling of being overwhelmed with exactly that client contacting me. When I talked to him about it, he was really understanding and glad I told him. Since then, I have always set my clients the boundary of not contacting me after 6 o'clock or on the weekend, unless it's really an emergency. And if they want to send me a message, that's fine, but I might not read or answer them until the next day. Number 3, and I've talked to a lot of clients and friends about it, is to reestablish routines, especially right now in times of uncertainty where the world is kind of crazy and we all feel like everything can change tomorrow. It is really important to replace some of the routine patterns that we've lost. Maybe you're working from home now and you used to really enjoy your ride to work because it would allow you that extra hour of quiet time with no one else bothering you, and now you're working from home, sharing your office with your partner, and the kids are running around and the fridge is right next door, so you keep snacking on random food, then my advice would be to reestablish those routines. Try to find something that replaces your ride to work, for example, a long walk around the block. For me personally, it's especially my morning routine that helps me to feel less overwhelmed throughout the day, because in the morning we subconsciously set the path for the day in terms of mood, in terms of attitude, in terms of productivity, or how things will work out that day. To me, one of the most beautiful aspects about life is that we can't foresee what's going to happen. We can't foresee the future, and sometimes our routines and seemingly determined lives are shaken up or completely thrown out of the window by something like COVID. But that doesn't mean that we have to allow ourselves to feel overwhelmed with every change that happens to us. Keeping an open mind is good and healthy in many situations, and it can make overwhelming powers powerless. So if we can change our attitude from "why did this happen to me" to "interesting change of events, how do I move from here?" then we will definitely feel less stressed and be more resistant to future changes. Don't forget to take a break. No matter if you're feeling overwhelmed by work, by your relationship, or just generally in life, then sometimes it's good to just listen to our gut and to press that pause button. That could look like taking a day off work, taking a long walk around the block, or asking your partner to take the kids for a day. We can't be strong 24/7. In fact, we are responsible for taking time off, for looking after ourselves, and for making appointments with ourselves. Now, of course, that's easy for me to say because I don't have kids and I don't really know what it means to be a parent. And I'm not pretending to know. But what I do know is that we can't help others before we help ourselves. It's like that safety warning on a plane. Please apply your own mask before you help others. I really hope that some of these self-care tips were useful to you, and even though they're nothing groundbreaking or especially new, I have found them highly effective for myself, especially in the last year. Please let me know in the comments below what situations you've been feeling overwhelmed in and how you have addressed that feeling of being overwhelmed. Thank you so much for watching and for your support, and I really hope to see you again on this channel very soon. Stay safe, stay healthy, and excited for what life has to offer. Bye for now and tschüss from Berlin.